What is up, guys? Welcome back to the SuperCoach Experience podcast. I'm your host, Brandon Savage, the coach of the Xavier Turbos. Today's the Patreon Q&A episode. We're going to go over the top 10 negative break-evens first, and then we're going to answer some questions from the Patreon WhatsApp group. Actually, we're going to do it the other way around. Today, this week is a really big week. A lot of guns are out, and there's a lot of opportunities for cash. So we're going to try and deep dive and get the best people with the biggest negative break-evens and see how they go. So our first question is from George. Out of Cleary, Ponga, Walsh, who would you sell this week, or should I look elsewhere to free up cash? I think Cleary is out this week. He has 149 break-even, comes back next week and plays the Cowboys with 149 break-even. If he gets 110 points, he still goes below 700K. In my opinion, it really depends how you start. I think if you're chasing cash and you're going to like an Adam Reynolds or you're going to someone with a very low break even, I don't mind the play and just flipping straight back to Cleary as a quick cash grab, then I actually really like it. But I think if you're going to a gun and you don't know when you can get Cleary back, then I probably wouldn't do it. Same with Ponga as well. Ponga does have the Dogs coming out of the bye. He does have a lower break even though, so if he does explode against the Dogs, which every chance he does, he's that good a player, then yeah, he could be out of reach potentially. So in my opinion, maybe Cleary could be a sell. The Panthers aren't looking crash hot. Cleary, he's kind of warming into the season a little bit, so I'd sell Cleary first. I wouldn't sell Walsh, although he has a big break even. At least he's playing this week. He has a good draw over the next couple of weeks. You bought him for this nice little run. He does have the yips though, so I think it is a very tough one. But Walsh, I'd sell last. If it was another week where they're all playing, Walsh I would sell first. But it also depends on how you started. If you started well, I'd probably hold on to your guns potentially or chase the cash. If you've started and you're behind, then I'd be chasing points, not cash. I hope that gives a bit of clarity there. Blake89, is it time to sell Longy? I think he means Yongi. And so, if Gutho or Pappy? Well, Gutho plays Melbourne this week and Melbourne play St. George. They play each other this week. Pappy has the goal kicking. He's been named after having that injury cloud on his ankle. So, I think he's a nice option, to be honest, little Pappy. But yeah, in my opinion, I think if you can go to a gun, do it. I think the longer you sit on Yongi, the longer you're going to take to strike. So I'd move on from Yongi as soon as you can. It doesn't look like he's making bulk cash. It looks like he is going to be a slow burn. He is getting attacking stats here and there, but it looks like we need a few attacking stats for him to go massive. So I'd be moving him on as soon as we could, and then reassessing there, going to the 3-gun fullback strategy straight away, because it feels like there's not many opportunities to strike at all, but 3 fullbacks is definitely trying to strike at least. Damon Askey, would you sell Dewey or Metcalf? I'd honestly sell Metcalf. I think Dewey against the Warriors this week. Yes, the Warriors have won the last 2 weeks, but they have been at home, so I would hold off on selling Metcalf. I'd hold off on selling Dewey. I'd hold him for this next run of games. He is goal kicking. He's looking good goal kicking. Metcalf, he's someone I want to jump off very soon. He does have a bye in round 6, so I think he's going to be the most sold player by then anyway. So get off early, get someone that you've been eyeing off for a while. Blake89, this is the last question in it. Thought I'd chuck a random one in. Does sauce belong in the fridge or the cupboard? I believe it's the fridge. My wife believes it's the cupboard. I am in this dilemma with my brother currently. I put sauce in the cupboard. He puts sauce in the fridge. And there's nothing worse than cold sauce on your bloody meat pie or something that's hot. I think cupboard sauce just blends with the food that you're eating much better. And I don't know. I grew up with it in the fridge, but I'm a changed man. I completely changed, and I've flipped the script around there. I will go into the Canoe Crew group chat and just see the questions the public are asking. So we've got someone is trading Brimson, Hopgood, and Royce Hunt to Tuipulotu, Olakuatu, and Hamish Stewart. I think they're very good trades. Tuipulotu, very good cash gen option. And Olakuatu, how good is he? He was so good on the weekend, and he'll tear apart the Parramatta Eels this week. Daily Cherry Evans with a point to prove. I really like it. Who else have we got? We'll answer one more question in the chat because I've done a lot of I've tried to get people to ask questions in the WhatsApp, but everyone's on top of it. Everyone in the WhatsApp just knows what's going on. They're just there for the banter. Matty Nicholson, Tino, and Pappy in for Preston, Seafarth, and Yongi. I cannot fault them trades, to be honest. 245k in the bank, so that's how he's been able to upgrade it. Austin, I think they're really good trades, and Nicholson is a very good cash gen option. Tino, I think he's a must-have, and Pappy, he looks good with the goal kicking, and I think with Jerome Hughes out, there's every more opportunity for Pappy to go massive. All right, we're going to go through the top 10 negative break-evens and just give my thoughts on each and every one of them, and we'll try and rank them from 10th to 1st on the fly. So Tuipulotu, negative 54 break-even, plays the Melbourne Storm this week, which is a little bit tricky, and my SuperCoach just is shitting the bed and not wanting to load. He does have the Melbourne Storm this week, followed by, he's just come off the bye, obviously, followed by Parramatta and the Titans, so 552k, negative 54 break even. He's turned up in both weeks, and Gutho on that left edge is just absolutely tearing teams apart. This week, on the right edge, Warbrick is usually there. Is Warbrick there this week? Better make sure before I comment on anything. Warbrick isn't known for his defense anyway, but they're playing at 3 o'clock. Warbrick is there on the right. Defensively, they've also got Grant Anderson on that edge as well. Or Grant Anderson? Left, right? Yep. Grant Anderson will be playing left, center. No, wait, what? Left. Yes, so Grant Anderson will be playing right, which Tuipulotu will be on the left. Grant Anderson isn't known for playing center, so I think they will exploit that edge. Defensively, Melbourne haven't been perfect on the edges. They've been better, though. So, yeah, I think this week isn't that much of a worry, to be honest. I'd be all for it. The cash gen, ride the next 3 weeks and then reassess elsewhere and jump on who's hot after that. And I think you start the season off hot if you go about it that way. Clint Gutherson, number 2, negative 48 break-even, very similar, very good draw, looking good. As I've said in the preseason, every time Mitch Moses was out for Parramatta, he stepped up, and they pretty much don't have Mitch Moses in their side, so I would 100%. Tom Jenkins, negative 46 break-even, got 91 playing fullback. He is named at the centres this week. I want to have another look at him, just make sure he has got that spot, but I really like him, Tom Jenkins. In that Penrith system, Cleary comes back next week. Only positives for him. Matty Nicholson, number 4, negative 42 break-even with scores of 98 and 49. 49 was in base and base power last week, so I think that's very good signs. A starting edge-back rower. We know Hosking's out for 5 weeks. Negative 42 break-even. I'm taking that cash gen, 330k. You can upgrade a Guymer. You can downgrade from a Tom Gilbert. There's plenty of options you can do. I really like him. Jordan Samrani, negative 31 break-even. He's looked really good his last 2 games. Will play his 3rd game when he is named next. He didn't get named. Sean Russell did. But the minute he does, I like him. But that being said, the Parramatta aren't looking as good attacking-wise as I thought they would be at the start of the season. So let's hope he can come out and Parramatta look a bit better. Thomas Kahn, number 6, 274k in this 2RF. He is someone who I'm definitely looking at upgrading from a Charlie Guymer, 88 in his first game. Hopefully with the injury to Lucas and also KPP out suspended, hopefully when one of them come back, Frizzell goes straight back to the middle and he keeps that edge spot. So I will be waiting till his 3rd game to upgrade to him. Number 7, Pete Mamouzelos, negative 27 break even. Got 50 on the weekend, downgraded from 60 after his 94 the week before. He's looking really good, playing 80 minutes and just tackling his ass off. I really like him. Hamish Stewart, negative 26 break even. How much money does he make on projections? Like, if he scores 40 every week, he goes up to around 400k. Based on projections, that's getting with him getting 25s, he'll peak at 285k, which we don't want, but that's still 100k profit. Hopefully, we can get a bit more out of him and more profit there. So I'm not keen on spending trades in that position. I feel like I got Royce Hunt there. I hate it, but yeah, you're going to have to live with it. 9, Jamie Humphries, negative 24 break even, went over for a try against the Sharks. Plays an under-strength Penrith side this week. He's a really nice option. And Lockie Hubner, number 10, negative 24 break even. And he'll be a nice downgrade option if people don't own. So let's go from 1 to 5. And my top 5 cash generation options for round 4. Number 1, it's Matty Nicholson, 336K, coming off a 98 and a 49 for the Canberra Raiders. Zach Hosking is injured for a few weeks, negative 42 break even. He should see very good cash there in upcoming weeks. Number 2, it's Christian Tuipulotu, 552,300, negative 54 break even. Yes, he does have the Melbourne Storm this week, but on their edge with Grant Anderson in the side, the Dragons can attack there. They do have the following weeks. Who did I say they had? They do have Parramatta and the Titans in the following week, so I think not only you can ride him for this week, you can ride him for the next few weeks, so I like him there. Number 3. Number 3, Tom Jenkins, 215,000, negative 46 break even, playing in a Penrith side. Only plays his second game this week, so I will wait till next week, but he looked really good in his one outing, and he'll only get better coming into that Penrith side with Cleary back next week. Number 4, Clint Gutherson, 675,400, negative 48 break even. The only issue is he takes up a gun position in that fullback spot, so I will be hesitant, but you can sell Ponga for him. You can sell Ponga to him, have a 2-week cash grab at him, and then move him back to Ponga, which will be a really good cash gen play. And number 5, Thomas Kant, negative 30 break even. I'd be looking at getting him in next week after his I'll be looking at getting him after his next game. They have the bye this week, so I'll be looking at him in 2 weeks. But if Frizzell goes back into the middle when KPP comes back, then I'm all over Thomas Kant. Can we? Yes, we can. All right. I've said that joke so many times. Thank you for tuning in to today's podcast. If you're on the Patreon, you are listening on a Tuesday night / Tuesday morning. If you aren't listening to the Tuesday show, if you are listening through the public and you aren't part of the Patreon, you'll be hearing this on Wednesday afternoon. So thank you for tuning in and enjoy your week of footy.